Hello. Today we are making my mom's Texas chili. For this one, I'm going to use the 12-inch loco. There's what they look like. Like catfish, got nice crust. Yeah, so it's a pretty fall day. We're getting close to Halloween. Probably going to be a little warm this afternoon, but still, for it's a pretty day. We're just kind of hanging out here. I know in a lot of other cultures than ours, they use this time of year too for honoring ancestors and people who have passed on, and it is coming up really close on a year since my mom passed. So I thought today would be a good day to try to make her chili. She was a New Englander, so I know she didn't use a lot of heavy spices, and it's a chili that she made quite often as we were growing up, although at that time I didn't like chili. So I came into her chili pretty late in my life, and have really only had it a few times and not but once made it for myself. So and never outdoors. So this is going to be a little bit different for me, but we're going to give it a go. So I'm going to start. I got some pinto beans soaking, and I'm going to bring them up to a little simmer for about an hour, and then we'll put the rest of it here together.
Ready? Yeah. Should I put the hat on? Yeah. There. Ta-da. Oh, wait, one thing. Because I'm putting these on. Once I get some skewers. See? Devil. But happy one. Thank you. Yeah. That was fun.
Okay, so my beans have been on a little over an hour. I'm going to pull them for right this second. and save them. We're going to put them back in a little bit, but right now I want the pot to brown up the meat. Alright, I've got a package of stew meat, 1 1/4 pounds. If I would have had bacon this morning for breakfast, I would have saved the bacon grease, but I do not have any, so got a little bit of lard. I'm just going to finish this off, which might be a little too much, but if it turns out to be too much, I'll drain that off too. There we go. And that empties that container out. Alright, so we're going to start browning this. Then I'm going to come back, season it with a little salt and pepper, and pull it when it browns up. We've got some onions and peppers to saute, and then we'll start reassembling everything. Alright, the meat is browning up nicely. I'm going to go ahead and pull it off of here. Start saying our sauteing our onions and peppers. Ooh, it's hot on my knee. We'll let the onions get a head start on the peppers. We'll get them sauteing up a little bit. Alright, now I'm going to add one jalapeno. Mom never wrote down exactly what kind of hot pepper to use, so she just has one small hot pepper. And I know she was not a heavy spice person, so or a heavy heat person. So I went with a jalapeno. Alright, now I've got 2 good-sized cloves of garlic. And we're just going to let that soften up a little bit. Looks like I might have to add just a little bit of oil. I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of oil because the onions absorb most of it. Ooh, you can smell that garlic. Okay, let that heat up for a quick second. Alright, and she also says add enough flour to make a paste, which we're basically just making a roux. And she did not say how much, nor do you usually with a roux. So I've got starting off with a 1/4 cup here. And I'm not going to use all of that. We'll just judge that as we go. No, I'm going to add a little bit more. As I make a mess. Alright. Okay. There we go. There's the full 1/4 cup. Alright, so that's should be good enough. I'm going to add some of this bean broth. Yeah. Enough to, there we go. Yeah, that's making a nice big pasty sauce now. Ooh, it's so hot on the knee. Alright, so that's starting to boil up a little bit. That's good. And, it is about as thick as gravy for right now. I'm going to pull it up a little bit higher as soon as I free up my hands. I'm adding 2 15-ounce cans of diced tomatoes. We're going to cut this some more later with some beef broth, but add that. raise this up a little bit. Alright, so that's a little thicker than my liking, at least for now. So I'm going to go ahead and add 1 can of beef broth to that. Oh, that looks a little better. Yeah, that's a lot better. We're going to go ahead and add our meat here in a few minutes, but I'm going to come back and add my seasoning, which is all to taste. So we're going to hopefully start off light and work our way up to what I remember her chili to taste like. Okay, so we are going to just wing this. I've got a small amount of crushed red pepper flakes. Like I said, my mom was not a heavy spice person, so I know she would not have used a lot. And I'm just going to put a small palm of my hand in here. If I was to guess, that is like a 1/4 teaspoon, I'm going to guess. There we go with that. Got some smoked paprika. I have no idea whether she used it or not. I'm going to go kind of light with that myself. And maybe 1/4 teaspoon again. Cumin, that's a little bit, that goes a long ways. So, what do you think? It's probably 1/3 of a teaspoon, isn't it? All right. Chili powder, I'm gonna, let's say, 1.5 tablespoons. What do you think? All right. So we'll let that kind of come up to a bit of a simmer. We'll add the meat and then let that go for about an hour before adding the beans, and let's see what happens. Alrighty, so now we're going to put our meat back in, hopefully not the paper towels. And we'll let that go for about an hour. And we were tasting the broth a little bit ago, and think that we want to make an adjustment to it. So I'm going to add let's see, for right now, another half tablespoon of chili powder. We're up to 2-ish. And another half teaspoon of cumin, which we're up to a full teaspoon of cumin and 2 teaspoons of chili powder. Alright. So we'll let that stew for about an hour, and then we'll add the beans back. Okay, so we have came up on our hour with the meat just stewing around in there. I checked it about 15 minutes ago and made another taste adjustment. Basically adding another tablespoon-ish of chili powder, sorry, forgot. Another teaspoon-ish of cumin, and a teaspoon of garlic powder, and a handful of crushed red pepper flakes. So we're kind of walking the flavors up a little bit. Like I said, my mom, if you asked her these kind of questions, she'd just almost get frustrated with you and would just tell you that she cooks to taste, and so she had it built up in her mind as to how it's supposed to taste. And she was pretty consistent with that, but she could not tell you how much that was. And you know, you watched me, I would pour some in my hand and at least guess at the size of it, but it gives myself a basis to start with. So trying to duplicate what she wrote down is kind of tricky, really. I'm still going by my memory of her flavors and trying to get an accurate. Anyhow, so we're going to let this go. Let's see, it's 3:15 now, till probably around 5. You know, cooks for a couple more hours until the beans are done. So it's up to them now as to when we eat. Hopefully not too late though.
Here, I'll go give them theirs.
Okay, so let's see how we did. I can tell you it's not my mom's chili. all the several hours worth of taste testing it. I'm trying to follow along to what I remember as her taste, and it's not it. But we'll see. I
didn't have spice.
gotta work on that, I guess. And I've only made it like twice in my life since she's handed the recipe down to me. So that is hot.
That was before me then.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't remember having this. I picked the wonky.
All right, so let's at least try to show you what we got here. It's very hot, so I can't. Anyhow, that is as best as I think I can show you. Should have made some cornbread, but I didn't get that far. Little pumpkins are cute.
I need a better candle.
Well, it's doing okay. Well, cool. Nice and with it.
I'm getting the wax drained out. I'm trying to get a channel. Oh, I got a wonky. I should put this one in there. The ancestors will not matter.
Yeah. Well, Mom, I tried. It's,
No, this is good, Karl.
no, it's not her chili, I can tell you
No,
that.
but we used her chili and
Yeah.
built upon it.
Well, we tried.
I think it's good. It's good.
Yeah, it's not bad. It has a...
And still taste the sweetness from the tomatoes and that, and what we added for spices.
It sneaks up on you on the back end. Actually, doesn't have much. I don't want to say it doesn't have much flavor because that's not true, but it does not have a lot of kick in the beginning. But
Sneaks up on
when
you.
you let it sit for a few minutes, it has does have some kick to it in the back end. And it's not bad on its own. It's not how I remember my mom's chili, though. It was, I know she got to cook hers for a lot longer, and it was usually a crock pot type of thing, and it was probably an all-day thing. So I've got almost 6 hours invested in this over an open fire, and it's not quite the same, but I tried.
So what's different from your mom's? Too
I don't know
much
how to
spice?
No, I don't know how to explain it. It's not bad. I mean, it's just not the same.
So was it her sweeter?
Hers was a lot sweeter. It was a little mellower. It didn't have the after kick that this one does.
So we should add the spices in. Okay. So next time.
Still not bad. I think the more we talk about it, the more we're going to give the wrong impression. So
I like it.
it's very hot. Oh, you just turned off. But it's pretty. It's good. Don't get me wrong. It's good. It's just not the way I remember my mom's chili. So anyhow, I want to thank you guys for watching. It's been a pretty fun afternoon, just the same. We had a lot of fun. We carved pumpkins.
Yes.
We
What is yours?
Ike.
Mine's Merv. No, mine's I think mine's Nathan. Nathan and Merv, right? No. Merv? What'd you say yours was?
Ike.
Ike. And whatever it said.
Yeah, whatever you said, yeah.
I don't remember. Nathan.
We had a lot of fun making this. We had a pretty good day. Tried to honor my mom's chili recipe. It's not quite the same, so I don't.
But kind of it's like between your moms and my mom's. So we incorporated both of our moms.
Well, we tried, yeah. Anyhow, I want to thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you next time.